Hello everyone, this is Beastly Eel here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the results of the latest death battle. Now this death battle was between Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty versus the Doctor from Doctor Who. So as always, they start off the death battle with the combatants entering and us learning all about who they are and how powerful they actually are. So one of the big things here is for once I felt very confident I was correct in my analysis in the sense of knowing everything that was known about these characters. Their high intellect, their heavy equipment, the things that they most likely are willing to use. The only thing I would say that I was wrong about significantly was the sheer fact of how physically strong the two of them are. Apparently, they were not as physically strong as I originally thought. They are about, on average, the average human. Although at times they both have shown feats of super strength, it has not been consistent enough to be considered superhuman. Just wanted to make that clear. And a lot of their feats had to do more with their technology in some instances than the actual physicality of themselves. So just wanted to make that clear as well. So the death battle actually apparently starts with Rick rear-ending um, the Doctor, and that's how the fight begins. And they start going into interdimensional fighting. We see a bunch of hints about where a couple of the Rick and Morty worlds and universes. That being said, there might have been some instances of like Doctor Who's universe, but I've never watched it, so I wouldn't have gotten it. So anyway, it starts off with the two of them fighting, and they seem pretty even. I mean, Rick seems to be like smacking them around more, but neither really seem to be doing all that much damage to each other, and they're pretty much countering each other's abilities, because mostly it's just their tech. So they're continuing to fight and everything else. And once it looks like the Doctor was able to get away from Rick, he goes back into the TARDIS, and all of a sudden there are I I will say a dozen Ricks destroying the inside of it. And that's when they start to chase the Doctor. The TARDIS changes the room situation going on, and he's able to try to, well, figure out what he needs to do. He goes to grab the reality eraser, but Rick stops him beforehand, and the two of them start fighting. Rick actually gets a hold of the device and shoots, um, sorry, shoots the Doctor, but he turns around, and because he still has a portal in his back that Rick created, it actually went right through and hit Rick himself and eliminated him from existence. Um, and so in the end, it was the Doctor that beat Rick. So one of the things that I didn't want to mention that I underestimated um, was not so much that their tech was so different. It was I underestimated the reality eraser. Um, I didn't think it would do that to Rick, mostly due to the fact that he's been able to get himself out of pretty much every situation. That I thought he'd be able to get out of that one, but it doesn't kill him. And I think that's the key piece on why he wasn't able to come back from it. It didn't kill him, it erased him from existence. So therefore there was no DNA to bring back, there was no consciousness to go into his Phoenix program, so that way he could then spawn a new body. So none of these things were able to happen for Rick, and that's unfortunately why he lost this death battle. Had it not been for that machine itself or that weapon, it would have been a tie with me leaning towards Rick, but that device alone was able to stop Rick and put him down permanently. So, unfortunately, I was wrong. Although I think this season, I've been less wrong than I have been in the past, which I like. But overall, it was disappointing to know that I was wrong on this one. And I'm kind of confused at what the next death battle is. But it's going to be between Goku versus Superman for the third time. Um, we will see what they're talking about, but I'm not gonna really spoil it too much. But let's be honest, there's no way Goku's going to win when he's lost 2 out of 3 times. But I digress. Let me know what you guys thought about this death battle in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you not? And why? And as always, if you like the content you see, please like and subscribe below. Other than that, this is going to be Beastly Eel signing out. Have a great night.